All right, so I had to make this video right here, okay? It was only necessary. My guy Errol Spence, he finally responded to Blair Cobbs. He made some pretty crazy comments. Now, it was all out of fun and games to an extent. You know what I'm saying? He was just kind of talking shit, playing a shtick so, people could pay more attention to him. And it worked. Shit, I paid attention to him. I didn't even know he was. And I know some of y'all came at me a little bit in that video. I was aggressive in that video, more aggressive than usually. Usually, this is where my tone is. You know what I'm saying? I'm neutral, or if I am a little biased, I keep it a little, you know what I'm saying, cool and calm and collected. In that particular video, I was a little hyped. And y'all gonna get that sometimes because if I'm having that type of day, then god damn it, get out my way. But ultimately, it was all fun and games on my side. I got nothing but respect for Blair the Flair. He just did say some pretty crazy shit. So naturally I said some crazy shit when I was talking about it. But this particular video right here, we're gonna talk about the crazy shit Errol Spence said in response to young Blair the Flair. Now, it's not much, okay? So this isn't going to be too long of a video, but I thought it would be necessary if I, did a video on what Blair the Flair said about Earl, then I should do a video on how Earl responded to Blair the Flair. It's only right. In the last video I just talked about, there's three sides to every story. And I got to make sure I cover all three, or at least all two, if it is presented and, it is public information and it allows us to go ahead and take a look at whatever that may be. So, as you can see here, Boxing News 24/7, Errol Spence responds to Blair the Flair Cobbs comments. Errol Spence Jr. fired back at Blair Cobbs on Sunday in reaction to his negative comments about him when interviewed by the media this week. Errol Spence dismissed Cobbs as being a 33-year-old prospect and told the media to stop being so thirsty and looking for news, basically saying, why are you giving this guy clout? Why are you even putting the camera in front of his face? Why does it even matter what he says about someone like me? He's not even on my motherfucking radar. Now, that part he didn't say. That's me summarizing it in my own words. So please take that with a grain of salt. But that's how I took it. Let's go ahead and skip down a little bit in this article. The decision by Cobbs to criticize Spence. This is where I'm at, by the way, if you guys are following me. The decision by Cobbs to criticize Spence to the media could be a strategy to gain attention, obviously, because he also criticized Canelo. By Cobbs tearing into the two of the most popular fighters in North America. I don't know how much I agree with two of the most popular fights in North America. Obviously, Canelo is. I don't know about Earl, but he gained a lot of visibility this week. That he definitely did. He definitely did. But now let's get into the nitty gritty. This is the whole reason why we're doing this video, and it's not going to be that too. It's not going to be too long because Earl didn't say much, and I don't think he needs to. We all know he doesn't have to address this. We all know he doesn't have to say anything, but he did, and this is his response. Y'all listening to a 33-year-old prospect media. You gotta stop being so thirsty. You're not wrong. Shit, I reacted to it, so you talking to me too. But you gotta stop being so thirsty for content. Nigga looks up to Ric Flair, said Errol Spence on Twitter in response to Blair. And I read Buddy's backstory. If I'm cursed, what the fuck he thinks going on with him? 32, 33, whatever. Damn. I'll give Earl this. This is how I always know he type of folks he runs with, type of folks he came up with. Now, I'm not saying he came from like a hard background because that's well known. He did it, but I know the people he came up with and the folks he was around, probably his crew. You know what I'm saying, friends. They ain't play that shit because every time somebody talks shit about Errol's response are so like to the point, but they gritty. Also, it's not like Anthony Joshua's response to Joe Joyce. Like it was kind of like a nice response, you know what I'm saying? But straight to the point. So it shows his IQ level to an extent and it translates into the boxing ring. Earl's the same way, but it's different because he's straight to the point, but it's gritty. It ain't no nice shit like Joshua. Like it's gritty. It's really like, man, this nigga talking shit to me. Boy, you 33 and you just now got motherfuckers talking about you being the next big thing. You already after your peak is over. Your prime is gone. Like that's I can say whatever I want. I may not be the biggest fan of Earl, but when it comes to, talking that talk in the sense of just being straight to the point, I love when he does because it's like, this nigga don't even gotta say nothing else but that Twitter post. Like that was cold. But this was what he was responding to. I'm gonna read it through it quick because I already made a video on this, so you guys could go check out me reacting to what Blair Cobbs said. But he said, when I look at Spence's eyes, I see a fighter that doesn't have the true fighting spirit. He was defeated outside and inside the ring. Errol Spence had to face some demons outside the ring with alcoholism, basically calling him alcoholic. Said he's afraid of Terrence Crawford. You know, what was the wait to make that fight for so long? He waited so long, he became devastated. And he's alluding because he couldn't get the Terrence Crawford fight, became alcoholic. If you don't do what's right, you'll be cursed. And guess what happened? We don't see him fight for anything for a long time, one injury after next. That's where kind of, and in the reaction video I did, I don't believe it showed all of that. But like me, because me reading that, I don't remember, you know, hearing him say that unless I was so hyped up, I kind of missed it. But this is where, you know, my criticism does. It's all fun and games. It's cool. You can talk, but saying someone is cursed, which ultimately leads to a couple of injuries, is one of the most fucked up things in the world to say. Why would you wish injury on anyone? And people are like, oh, he's not wishing injury on Errol Spence. No, but you're saying, you're basically saying it was inevitable for him to, you know, have, you know, almost life-threatening injuries and that it's not going to stop. Like, that's very disrespectful, in my opinion. So if I'm gonna talk shit and I'm gonna make it seem like I don't like him, I don't give a fuck, because nigga, if he can say this shit and y'all can rock with him, then don't get mad at me when I say a lot of the shit he's saying is absolutely fucking stupid, even though I know you're just trying to get eyes on you. But if this is the way you're gonna get eyes on you, then I'm allowed to say that it's fucking stupid and disrespectful, and you better hope you don't get touched up by one of these real niggas, because I'm like, you know, these niggas ain't from overseas, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where you from, Blair Cobbs, but when you talk about a nigga like that, it goes outside the boxing. Nigga, how you touch, you know what I'm saying? You don't even know what's going on, you know, but you know, I'm from the States, so I don't know if you know about that. I don't know where you're from with it. Anyways, I'm not gonna get too long winded that. He ended up, you know, continue to say, if you don't do what's right, you'll be cursed. Sexual car injury, this injury, eye injury. He missed the opportunity to beat Manny Pacquiao. What now? He's a coward, and I don't respect cowards. He's ruined boxing. Hey, people are gonna pick that up. That's traction. It's very bold for you to say it. But nigga, if you talking about cursed, you better hope those words don't come back and bite you. So I'm gonna read this one more time. Earl's response to all that bullshit. Y'all listening to a 33-year-old prospect. Media has to stop being so thirsty for content. Nigga, look up to Ric Flair. And I read Buddy's backstory. If I'm cursed, what the fuck he think going on with him? 32, 33, whatever. At the end of the day, nigga, you passed your prime. Oh, you're on your way there. So let me know what you guys think about Errol Spence's response. Do you think he's right? Do you disagree with him? Are you more on Blair the Flair Cobb side? Because there's some Blair the Flair Cobb fans out there, which I didn't know until I made that reaction video, and they coming for me. So whose side is you on? Who do you agree with? You know what I'm saying? Do you think it's just friendly back and forth, friendly banter, some would say, over the seas? I want to know you guys' opinion on it. And shit, if you guys are okay with Blair the Flair making comments like that, don't get motherfucking sensitive because I'm going to talk my shit about him making them stupid ass comments. Like, that's the most hypocritical shit I ever heard in my life. But it's all good, baby. It's all fun and game. I love it. And I'm going to keep it going, baby. So let me know you guys' comments below. Hit up that comment section. Let me know your opinion. Subscribe to the channel. All that good stuff. And salute to the family.